Hello, I'm Laura. It's Tuesday, June 16th, 2026, and these are today's Heartlines. Our theme for Heartlines this week is One World. And there is a lot that has been happening in our world on a global scale lately that we will be looking at later this week. And for tomorrow, Wednesday's Heartwarmer, we will also be looking at our connection through shared teamwork and the thrill of what we have been experiencing in the sports world lately. But for today, we are looking at the healing power of shared grief. Yesterday, we received the news here in Kansas City and throughout the nation that not far from here, where we live, a small plane went down in Butler, Missouri. It had a pilot and 12 people who were ready for a skydiving experience, but the plane had trouble taking off and crashed at the Butler Memorial Airport, killing everybody aboard, while some family members were watching. Now, this is very sad and moving and touching news. If you feel that in your heart, and it's difficult to even hear. It was difficult for me to see on the news. It's difficult to repeat it because we are all connected heart to heart. We are truly one humanity and one world. So while that brings us sadness at times, it also reminds us that we can hold people in our thoughts and prayers. We can look for ways to share communications or donations that help uplift others because we have a shared humanity and we can go through even the most difficult experiences together. Now, none of us can possibly imagine what it must have been like for those who had that experience, except others who've actually had it. But we've all experienced loss. We have all had the experience of grief. And we know if we let our feelings be what they are, and we open our hearts to the support of others, then we can walk through these experiences together. Or even if we feel we are alone, we have the strength and power of love within us to move us through every experience. We are reminded of this in a wonderful prayer that is part of the Positive Prayer Wheel, published by unity.org, and it is a prayer for grief. And I'm going to share this prayer, thinking about those who are affected by the tragedy in Butler yesterday, and thinking about those who have experienced any recent loss that is opening their hearts to the grief process. So here is our prayer. Heavy-hearted, I welcome God's comforting love as my grief takes its own winding path. Enfolded in tenderness, tears, and time are gifts that heal my spirit. I journey through memories, both bitter and sweet, my heart forever changed. I know the path returns to joy, and I do not walk alone. So, if you are grieving a loss of any kind, if you know of anyone who is, either in your life or you've heard about them in the news, you can reach out with your heart, because that's what Heartlines really are. They are that invisible and energetic connection, heart to heart. And as we hold people in our hearts, then we are inspired in even better ways to support each other through all of life's difficult occurrences. So let's open our hearts to this kind of support, whether we are giving it or receiving it, in a moment of silent contemplation. Let's take a deep breath and close our eyes and focus on this idea. I walk with others in my thoughts and prayers on the path of grief that honors all feelings and returns to joy. I walk with others in my thoughts and prayers on the path of grief that honors all feelings and returns to joy. And so it is. So, again, if you have experienced loss, walk your path of grief. I know that emotion touches my heart sometimes as I remember the dear ones I've lost in life. And because of this, because of these shared experiences as human beings, we are never alone. We are one world, one humanity. Have a wonderful day.